All right, let's talk about a problem that so many of us have, making a small space feel bigger. But you know what? Forget about knocking down walls or spending a fortune on renovations. The solution is actually way simpler, it's cheaper, and it's probably hiding in plain sight.
So let me ask you this. Do you ever look around your living room and just feel like the walls are closing in a little bit? Even if the room isn't technically tiny. Yeah, that feeling of being kind of confined or cramped, that's exactly what we're going to tackle today.
And here it is, the big secret right up front. The most powerful way to change your space isn't about demolition. It's not even about buying smaller furniture. The real game changer in your design arsenal is light. Seriously, just by changing how you light a room, you can completely change the feel of it.
So let's dive in by completely rethinking what light actually is. It's so much more than just a utility that helps you see. I want you to start thinking of light as this invisible architect, one that's constantly shaping and reshaping the room around you, whether you realize it or not.
And that's the crucial point, right? The job of light isn't just to keep you from bumping into the coffee table in the dark. It's a design tool, and a powerful one, that directing messes with how you feel in a space. It can make a room feel open and breezy, or small and stuffy. It literally dictates your mood and your comfort level.
This quote just nails it. You don't usually walk into a room and think, wow, what a great lamp, right? But you absolutely feel the effect of that lamp. It's this subtle art form that works in the background, but man, its impact is huge.
Okay, so why does light have this kind of power? Let's get into the psychology of it all. What we're really going to do is learn how to play a little trick on our own brains, convincing them that there's more space than there actually is. And trust me, it's way easier than it sounds. Now check this out, because this slide really breaks it all down. Look at that column on the left. Bad lighting creates these harsh, dark shadows, right? Especially in the corners. Well, your brain sees those shadows and interprets them as walls, like invisible barriers, chopping up the room and making it feel smaller. But then look at the right. Good, even lighting, it just washes all those fake boundaries away, making the whole room feel like one single, open, flowing space.
So how do the pros create that amazing, even light? They use a technique called layered lighting. And if you take one thing away today, this should be it. It's not about one giant, blindingly bright light in the ceiling. It's about orchestration, a symphony of different lights working together.
And layered lighting has three main players. First up, you've got ambient light. Think of this as the foundation, the main light for the whole room. Then you layer on task lighting. That's your focus light for doing stuff, like a reading lamp. And finally, you add accent light to create some drama and highlight cool features, like a piece of art. When you put all three together, poof, those room-shrinking dark spots just disappear.
Okay, so we get the psychology, and we know the pro technique is layered lighting. Now for the fun part. Let's get practical. Here's a simple, actionable plan you can use to start making these changes in your own home, like today.
And before you even think about buying a single light bulb, start with the most powerful and free tool you have, the sun. First, if you have heavy, dark curtains, swap them out for something light and sheer. Let that daylight in. And second, do a quick check to make sure no big furniture is blocking your windows. Sometimes just pulling a sofa forward a few inches can change everything.
Next, let's build that ambient light layer we were talking about. A great way to start is from the top, using recessed lights in the ceiling to wash the whole room and just murder those corner shadows. Then, turn your attention to the walls. Adding wall lamps that shine light up is a fantastic trick. It pulls your eyes upward, and that creates this amazing illusion of higher ceilings.
All right, next up is a classic design trick that, honestly, works like magic every single time. We're talking about mirrors.
If you put a big mirror right across from a window or even a bright lamp, it's like you've just installed a second light source for free. It grabs all that light and just bounces it right back into the room. Not only does this make the space brighter, but it creates this incredible illusion of depth. You're literally fooling your brain into seeing a bigger room. It's awesome.
Okay, lean in for this one because it's a super important technical detail. Not all light is created equal. The color of your light bulb matters a lot. And if you're going to remember just one number from all this, make it this one, 3,000 to 3,500 K.
This chart shows you exactly why. If your light is too yellow, that's under 3,000 K, it can make a room feel kind of dated and dingy. If it's too blue and stark, over 4,000 K, it can feel like a hospital or an office. But that sweet spot, that warm neutral between 3,000 and 3,500 K, that's perfect. It's clean and modern, but still warm and comfortable. It's the ideal color for creating that open, spacious feeling.
And for our final touches, let's talk about the quality of the light.
A naked, exposed bulb gives off this harsh glare, right? It's tough on the eyes and just makes a space feel kind of stressful. The solution is simple. Always pick light fixtures that have shades or diffusers. This creates a soft, indirect glow that feels way calmer, cleaner, and, you guessed it, larger.
So let's pull all these threads together, because the biggest takeaway here isn't just about bulbs and fixtures. It's really about a new way of looking at your home.
Here's the bottom line. You have the power to completely redefine your home right now. You don't need a sledgehammer, you don't need a construction crew. With just a few smart, simple choices, like changing a curtain, adding a mirror, swapping a light bulb, you can take a room that feels tight and transform it into a space that feels open, airy, and just plain good to be in.
So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. Forget about renovating your home. Think about repainting it. But instead of a brush and can of paint, your tools are lamps, bulbs, and windows. So the real question is, how are you going to use light to create the space you've always wanted?